guys want to be mad? I looked into private prisons and it's horrible. It's just horrible. But while we're shitting on private equity and big investment firms, I thought I might as well. You've probably heard of GEO and CoreCivic. They're both private prison systems. They own like 3,500 private prisons, and they also own like a lot of ICE facilities. They're owned majority shareholder by BlackRock and Vanguard. I made this paper. It's going to be hard to follow along, but I'll put a picture of it. Blackstone owns TKC. What you have to understand about these three companies is they're all a little bit different. Blackstone makes their money on basically owning actual buildings and businesses, physical assets. BlackRock is mostly an investment firm. Vanguard owns the media and a lot of data things and a lot of like hush-hush secret kind of stuff. But Blackstone owns TKC. TKC owns Trinity, Securus, and Keefe. These are all vendors. Securus does all of the communications in the prison. Keefe does all the commissaries in the prisons, and Trinity does the food service in the prisons. And this is like not you get to choose. That's what you have to use. We're following the money today. Hopefully you can see it. GEO and Civic Core are mostly owned by BlackRock and Vanguard. Defense contractors who benefit from selling machinery, tanks, and training to police, I should have put police in here, to police that end up incarcerating these people in private prisons, they're owned by BlackRock and Vanguard. And then there's the data miners. So think facial recognition and biometrics and everything that happens in a prison system, including these companies that provide all the surveillance, they keep that forever. And they use that to track people's cell phones. If a prisoner gets out of jail or something, a migrant, they will find someone that is close to them all the time, and the ICE will go after that person because of these systems. They also own all of the media that doesn't talk about it. These are mostly Vanguard, and these are mostly BlackRock, but they both own all of it. And they also both own Blackstone. How do these lawmakers make money? These lawmakers make money from Blackstone and from Vanguard, but there's stipulations on how much money they're allowed to give as a corporation, so that once they hit that allowance, they give money to all of these companies who also donate to politicians. They also give money individually through themselves, their employees, their spouses, and their families. They also give donations to universities, think tanks, the Heritage Foundation, and things like that. And those people also give donations to politicians. BlackRock, Vanguard, GEO, CoreCivic, and Blackstone all give money to PACs. And that's in the form of PAC donations. Also, this other thing that's called ALEC, where they write all their bills for them. And the PAC donations go to lawmakers. GEO, CoreCivic, and TKC also offer things like opportunities, like board seats, speaking engagements, which can pay $200,000 a pop, real estate equity when they get done in office, and consulting fees as well. Consulting fees go to grassroots campaigns, ad campaigns, and ballot measures that directly benefit lawmakers and their re-election funds. Also, TKC pays off judges, sheriffs, and councilmen so that they get the exclusive access and contracts for every prison commissary that they have. They've been accused and sued many times for that. All of these people individually and their companies, and they also have a bunch of like charities that they give into that should have been in this category as well. Charities that also give money to PACs and every time they give money to a PAC, it goes to lawmakers, and they can individually give money to lawmakers. Every corporation can give money to lawmakers. So lawmakers are getting paid by the whole system, and then lawmakers are also invested in BlackRock, Vanguard, and Blackstone. I know this was a bit convoluted, and then you wonder why people are being picked up off the streets and not being given access to anything. Right? Securus, they're so shady. They basically made it so that prisoners can't see their families. They're all video calls. And then they also blocked any bills that would keep those costs down. They're charging outrageous fees. And TKC is the company that owns all of these companies. And all of them are split into other little tiny LLCs so that if they get sued, they'll just shut it down, but they won't lose their business. There's a lot of information on all of these people, but obviously I don't have time for that. But I just thought you'd like to know the wild and wonderful and sad, corrupt web we are living in. Anyway, hope that wasn't too crazy. I'll put a copy of the sheet on at the end so you can copy it or screenshot. Have a great day. Bye.